So, what defines a horror movie? Seriously, Age of Ultron had a ton of dead people. Is it a movie that has to have a monster? Because really, I'm Ham, and unfortunately today we're talking about a far less successful murderer. It's Leprechaun. In 1985, Mark Jones started a script to turn a serial icon into a serial killer. The film took 8 years from there to get released, and it was charming and terrible. Jennifer Aniston gets her start as the story's hopeful hero. Do things work out the way the idiot do-gooders hope for? Well, let's find out. Leprechaun likes gold. A couple of Irish folk are bantering. Of course, the drunk guy is Irish, named O'Grady. Miss O'Grady suddenly thinks a child is in a suitcase. Well, turns out she's wrong. She gets herself murdered. The old leprechaun gets boxed up before Danny takes a well-deserved nap. Rachel shows up, and she is not excited to be here with her father. She is the same Rachel you remember from Friends, just younger. Seems like an early typecast. This is really kind of funny to me. When I say typecast as Rachel, I mean she is Rachel. She's the kind of girl that would show up at a place she didn't want to be at. Then she would grandstand and say she has to leave. Then she runs into a hunky guy on the porch. Now she's totally flipped into living in hell. Her intentions are pretty clear. Ozzy and Alex are introduced, and boy, does this seem like a weird dynamic. Ozzy gets painted up to distract the crew from the crate. The leprechaun frees himself. Nobody believes old Ozzy, and we all head back to the basement to find a rat. Ozzy and Alex find gold at the end of the rainbow. They plan to get Ozzy a brain operation for being an idiot. Rachel gets her leg caressed. Dad gets a hand-gushing bite, and we rush to the city. Ozzy and Alex hand off the coin to a pawn shop for evaluation. The man is attacked and pogoed to death by a leprechaun. Leprechaun gets pulled over and murders a cop while the team eats in a diner. So we are halfway through. Is it good so far? It's fine. We had some interesting deaths, one with a pogo. One was cop torture. But the storyline? O'Grady's hid gold, and then sometime later, Leprechaun kills 2 people. There really isn't a lot here. Not sure if there's supposed to be at this point. I think we are right where you think we should be in a movie about a murderous leprechaun. Moves quick. Nothing to really talk about. Leprechaun shines some shoes, people find them, and Rachel bails. Until she doesn't. The team cleans up and Leprechaun is ready to play. Nathan gets bear-trapped, Alex grabs a shotgun, and Leprechaun bleeds green. Nathan is now useless, and it's time for Rachel to take over the shotgun. They try to get Nathan out of there. Wouldn't you know it? The truck doesn't start. The youngest child is selected to check the truck engine. Leprechaun is eating the truck. Rachel burned his nose, so he rolls the truck over with a buggy. Leprechaun chases them back into the house and loses a hand for it. Everyone is barricaded up inside. The police try to reach out to the dead deputy to check on the crew. Leprechaun intercepts, and things are not looking like they're going to get any better anytime soon. Rachel is ready to make a mess. She gets a shotgun, and she is ready to dole out some justice. She grabs the gold, and the leprechaun appears. He now has his gold. Looks like Team Rachel will survive the night. Uh-oh. Missing coin. Well, back at it, I guess. Alex is tackled to the ground. Leprechaun burns his hand. Now he's got a bit of magic to play with. He teleports all around the place. He gets shot, but he's skateboarding. It's cool. Leprechaun gets blasted into the basement. Ozzy realizes he has the last coin. They toss some shoes out to distract him, so Rachel can go talk to the Irish dude from the beginning. Leprechaun roller skates in pursuit. I think we've developed a pretty significant pattern of silliness. Leprechaun uses a pogo stick, a buggy, a go-kart, a skateboard, roller skates. If you haven't figured it out by now, this was never a serious horror movie. This is pretty fun. It's a pretty good interpretation, a pretty silly interpretation of a bad horror movie. It feels like it's all been done on purpose. She finds O'Grady, but it's that wacky old leprechaun again. He is running after her in a wheelchair. See? He chases her to an elevator where, lucky for her, O'Grady's body falls out of the ceiling of it and is alive just enough to tell her she needs a 4-leaf clover. See? Rachel is chased to the dead cop's car. Leprechaun is blasted again and takes a break from terrorizing everybody. Clover picking and... Now, she is really letting Ozzy have it here. I'm not quite sure why she would. I get she's probably a little sick of magic with the night that she's had, but she's being chased by a magic leprechaun who is teleporting and calling from dead phones and chasing her on anything with wheels to get his gold back, which was found at the end of a rainbow. And the only way to stop him is a 4-leaf clover. This whole story is sounding like something he may be the only person that knows how to navigate. Why are we not asking him what to do next? By the way, he's right about the clover. Ozzy saves Alex and he returns the favor, shooting the clover into the leprechaun's mouth. Ozzy and Alex are the real heroes of the story. Their ideas, encouragement, and ultimate bravery saved the day. But the guy who shot the leprechaun a bunch of times, needlessly, blows up his body. He succeeded once again in not mattering. The end. Could Warwick carry a film franchise full of terrible movies for another 30 years? Yes, he did. Warwick is incredible. Ozzy and Alex are fantastic. These guys really come out, and through the entire movie, they seem to be the driving force of getting things moved forward. They're the idea guys. They're the eventual heroes. Rachel, or Tori, is a pretty good addition to the show, is a pretty good addition to the movie. She does a great job of playing the character she's supposed to play, in just being scared and helping move from place to place. I don't really know of nice things to say about the characters, if we're being honest. They don't really contribute anything. The only people that are really successful in this movie are Ozzy and Alex, because they team up to win the day. They found the gold. They killed Leprechaun. Everything else doesn't matter. The only other guy is Nathan, and he shot the Leprechaun a bunch of times to buy them time for Alex and Ozzy to figure things out and kill him. It's just, and the cops are pointless. Cops don't even need to exist in this universe of Leprechaun. They just die. Overall, it's silly. Yes, it's very silly. Did I have a good time watching it? Absolutely. I remember it from when I was a kid. I would have been, about 10 probably watching this, and it was fantastic. This is one of those movies I probably still watch once or twice a year. Warwick is amazing. I don't know that the Leprechaun series gets better than this, but I haven't watched it critically in a couple of years, so I guess we'll see what happens. I'm going to go ahead and say, in horror movies of yesteryear, this is a comedy. This was not meant to be taken seriously, and it still found a way to horrify audiences. I'm going to have to give it a B-. That feels right. I mean, a B- sounds right? I can't go too much lower than that, because you don't want to get in the C range. I've seen the C movies. I know what the C movies are. And this isn't that bad. This is a fun movie to watch. This movie does exactly what it's supposed to be. It's fun. It's hilarious. Warwick is great. It's literally the thought of what would happen if a murderous leprechaun went on a rampage. And it covers all of those bases. Yeah, I mean, that's it. B-. Absolutely. B-. So, that's it for Beardless Ham. Really hate this. It shouldn't take too long to grow back, hopefully, so we'll just be waiting for that. I want to thank everybody for watching. I know a lot of people have been watching these to the end, and I really appreciate that, and appreciate the comments, and, as anyone else would say, I appreciate people liking and subscribing to the channel. Got a lot of stuff coming up. Trying to do, maybe get some of those rewrites back out that I've been working on before. That I've re-scripted a few times. So we got some of those, got some food videos coming up. Gonna try to keep doing those once a week. If you have suggestions, feel free to reach out to me. If there's any movies that you would like to see done, any food you would like to see make, specifically if you've tasted something I've made, it's usually pretty good. So thanks everybody for watching. I'm Ham. I hope you enjoy the movie, and have a great day.